Man, this is crazy. Alrighty, well, this is our
Meow.
content podcast. Meow, indeed. It's just a goober thing. You should listen to the trailer so you get a feel for how goofy this is gonna be. But one of the things we want to do, Jeff, you want to you want to tell them our dumb idea?
So I'm Jeff, and this is where my friend David reads an AI generated prompt that I came up with, and I have absolutely no idea what's what my prompt yielded.
We have no guarantees on quality. We
Nope.
have no idea. I will do the most basic level of making sure that it's legible. And we're going to attempt to do this on Jeff's breaks. We'll be releasing this twice a week to start, but we will be recording to have a nice little backlog, so we'll be able to get through the doldrums and make
Mm.
make the content.
The
But
future is now.
I know, right? Yeah, I'm doing this whole podcast. I'm just going to be managing it on a website off of my iPad using ChatGPT prompts inputted into Apple Notes.
Joe
Love,
Rogan,
yeah.
eat your heart out, baby.
My gosh.
Oh, you got quiet.
Oh no. Can you hear me?
Yep, yep. Now you're back. That's something we that I'm looking forward to test now because there's going to be moments where you might suddenly go underwater or I might suddenly go underwater.
Oh yeah. That's right. Well, hey, it will be better because we're going to be doing this on your breaks. So
Yeah,
you have to guarantee you end up in a good spot. But
that's
yes, that
true.
that is true. Well, it's all part of the fun. Who
Yeah,
cares? We live in this brand new terrifying future. Might as well just live with some of the dumb too, right?
yeah, yeah.
Oh my gosh. All righty. Well, here we go, Jeff. Here's your prompt.
Okay.
King Julian from DreamWorks Madagascar is being tutored by a famous historian. And I forgot to edit it, so here we go. This is what Jeff continued to write in his prompt. I couldn't think of one chat GPT might have enough metadata on the importance of learning how to study history, not just by studying history, as King Julian tries to apply this information to the most recent attacks of the Fusa on his people. Now, Jeff, you made one mistake with this idea. I don't have a good King Julian impression. You're
Dang
the
it.
one with the King Julian
Well,
impression.
well, then I'll have to re-record something where I'm reading it later then after.
We can make it a special. We'll have it as one of the special episodes. We'll have a
Yes.
special episode as our third episode. We're already starting with
Well, and
extended content.
if I make any more John Wick and Winnie the Pooh uh adventures like
Yes,
I did the first time I did this years ago, we can have Sammy voice
yes.
Pooh and it'll be friggin'
Oh,
amazing.
oh, that's a great idea. Yeah, your buddy Sammy's a perfect fit for. I'm sure he'll be game for it.
And
All
he'll be
right,
able to
here
share
you
his
go.
identity because he's probably gonna want Sam's mobile sharpening posted all over the place.
Oh yes, heck yeah, dude.
All right, yeah.
Alrighty, buddy.
Let's
Here
buckle
it
up,
is. So
Chuckles.
for King Julian learning about historian from quote a famous historian, I couldn't think of one ChatGPT might have enough metadata on. This is who that person is.
Oh no.
Oh boy. The Fusa and the folly of forgetting.
Oh,
Nice alliteration, ChatGPT.
oh my
no,
God.
no, 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 no. It's good. It's good. It's good. King Julian reclined on his royal throne, a log draped in palm fronds, twirling a mango in one hand as he stared skeptically at the frail, spectacled historian before him. So, Dr. Winthrop, Julian drawled, you're saying history just using stories about the past? No, no, no. It's how about how we think about these stories, yes? He punctuated his words by tossing the mango to his trusty advisor, Maurice, caught it with an exasperated sigh. Now you heard my horrible accent. You're, for the rest of this, you will pretend that I'm using that horrible accent, just so you actually know what I'm saying. Punctuated his words by tossing the mango to his trusty advisor, Maurice, who caught it with an exasperated sigh. Dr. Winthrop, the famous historian, flown in for this very occasion, adjusted his round glasses. Precisely, Your Majesty. Studying history is not merely about memorizing events. It's about understanding patterns, context, and consequences. Otherwise, you're doomed to repeat past mistakes. Julian shot to his feet, his crown wobbling precariously. Ah, but you see, Dr. Winkle, Winthrop. Yes, yes, Dr. Windbag. I've already
No.
learned. Yes, yes, Jeff, you heard that right.
Uh,
Dr. Winkle. I mean, Dr. Windbag. Yeah. Now,
it has. It must have the content. It must have the. Uh, it must have the transcript for some of the Netflix episodes somewhere because that is so on brand. That's actually kind of scary.
you're going to love it. Dr. Windbag, I've already learned all the history of the Fusa attacks. They sneak, they pounce, they scream, rawr. And yet, we, the superior lemurs, always prevail. Except, except, he paused, scratching his chin. When we don't. But that is what dancing is for.
Oh
Destruction.
no, no! If he pulls out his keytar in this, I am going to lose my freaking mind.
I have no idea what he does. I read it just to make sure it was coherent. I didn't read it for content, so no. He starts dancing. He twirled dramatically, of course. Dr. Winthrop cleared his throat. Yes, well, Your Majesty, what truly matters is learning why the Fusa behaves as they do, what factors contribute to their actions, and how to anticipate their next move. Maurice, always the practical one, chimed in. You're saying we could stop them before they attack? Exactly, said Dr. Winthrop. He unrolled a tattered parchment, revealing a hand-drawn timeline of Fusa raids. Take this attack from 3 moons ago. The
Oh,
Fusa struck during a drought, targeting your water supply first. What does that tell you? Julian strokes his chin, pretending to be deep in thought. That they were thirsty. Maurice, write this down. Fusa are bad, but also dehydrated.
I I wish. I mean, I'll be able to read this and do some rough approximations and whatnot. But this has to be. Oh, I want to get a
Yes.
subscription to an AI generation voice service so that this can be real.
Oh, that's a great idea too, Jeff. I mean,
Oh
I
my
want your
gosh.
impressions too.
Yes.
But Jeff, that's a great idea. We could do specials that are like sometimes they're you and sometimes well, you know what, Jeff? I actually want it to just be you.
Yeah,
I
no,
think
it's
that would be
fair.
even funner. That'll be the human part of this.
So
Oh my gosh.
Maurice, write this
So
down. The Fusa are evil, but also dehydrated.
Dr. Winthrop sighed. Your Majesty tells us they're opportunists, exploiting environmental weakness. If you analyze this trend along prior attacks, he tapped another mark on the timeline. You'll see they always strike when your resources are low. Julian blinked. So you're saying history is a cheat sheet? Cheat sheet? Like, if we just read the answers, we can win? Not quite, said the historian, but by studying patterns, you can prepare. Store extra water during droughts. Strengthen defenses in lean seasons. Strategy, Your Majesty, is born from understanding the past. Julian tapped his foot, considering this. Interesting. But if we could just. What if we just told the Fusa to stop being mean? Maybe a dance off. Or, hear me out, a large catapult. They fly away instead of me.
Oh,
Maurice
how
groaned. Or we could listen to the historian.
how are we not going to be sued by DreamWorks? Like, I mean, I wonder if it could be like, because how did Less Wrong do it, right? Because they did. That's what I would want to know. How, like, do they make any money off of things, or like, are they
What?
even monetized? Like,
What do you mean?
like, because
Because
you
this
know,
is parody, Jeff.
oh,
No,
because it's
this is
parody, so it
parody.
works. Okay, okay.
Yeah, there is no
Oh,
Winthrop in the series. If you'd like, we could add a legal disclaimer to our podcast.
I think
All
that
of
might
these
be necessary.
characters, all of these characters, right? They're being made up. You know, it's also running through ChatGPT's idea of what, you know, what these characters are doing or
Oh
acting
my
like. Yeah.
gosh.
No.
Oh,
You think this is an actual DreamWorks piece? Wow. Well, there you go. That might be your issue.
well,
So
Bluey
here.
did go after Flash Gits, so
Yeah, well, I mean, remember, we're just starting out.
that's
This
true.
is
That's true.
you also, you're the one that chose this.
No, I
You didn't
know, I
have
know,
to.
I know. Well, I mean, you're right. I think the parody is probably strong enough. Um,
Yeah, this
especially
is
if I
just
do
us
my own
talking.
voices. Uh,
Yeah, exactly.
oh wait, David, are you
So
telling
so
me that
you
this may result in a potential career where Jeff gets to imitate more people?
I mean, you get to choose whoever you want to imitate too, because
Oh, I'm
you
tapping
you
my
you get to
fingers
come up with
together
the
right
prompts.
now, thinking about how I could do Keanu Reeves because, and I need to work on my Keanu Reeves, and I need to work on my Nicolas Cage as Nick Cage playing Nicolas Cage. Those are different. Those are different from just Nicolas Cage or Nick Cage.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways,
Doing Nick Cage from The Unbearable Weight of Extraordinary Talent. Oh my gosh. So Maurice
sorry,
groans.
continue.
He suggests we can listen to the historian. And he says, I'm trying to listen, Maurice, Julian snapped. He turned to Winthrop. Okay, smarty glasses. Let's test your theory. The next time the Fusa attacks, we'll use history. But if it doesn't work, we're going with the catapult. Winthrop suppressed a smile. Agreed. Three
Um,
weeks later, when the Fusa tried to raid during another dry spell, they were met with fortified water reserves. Oh no. All right. Fortified water reserves, hidden food stores, and strategically placed lemur sentries. Their attack failed.
oh my gosh.
Julian watched from his throne, beaming, Dr. Winfred, your magnificent genius. History is the best weapon of all. Winthrop gave a slight bow. History, Your Majesty, and the ability to learn from it. Julian tossed Maurice a mango. Mark this day in the royal scrolls. King Julian defeats the Fusa with his mind. And now, he grinned, let's dance! As the lemurs erupted into celebration, Dr. Winthrop watched with a weary smile. He had taught many kings, but none quite like Julian. Yeah.
This is so great because this reminds me of the the Total War Warhammer, uh, the first one. Uh, and the gimmick in the game is that the intro for every faction is this old Gandalf dude traveling to each faction. So it's like the intro is this: he shows up on the doorstep of the orcs or the dwarves or the humans or the elves or whatever. And he's like, and so I come to the capital of blah, 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 and I'm here to advise the king in these dark times. And I just got this image in my head of King Julian, and that Winthrop is like a bespectacled, like Gandalf penguin or something, or Gandalf Marmoset. I don't know what the heck, but it's
I
like he's
love
got
it.
armies of lemurs and like 40K get up just marching from as he's standing there majestically. He suddenly has a wig for some reason. There's this golden aura, like he's the Emperor of Man. Oh man.
Oh my gosh. I
Oh.
love it.
And the best part, David,
One
is that in like 5 years, we'll be able to just dump this entire thing into like some AI blender, and it will literally make this. Like,
yes.
we will get to
Yep.
see this come to life. So long as we have it on everything, every social media, so then we can claim, copyright and all that, um,
Yep.
and whatever, and then we'll be able to regenerate it in actual 60K or yeah,
Oh my gosh.
dude.
60K in 60
I meant to say
60K.
I meant to say 60 FPS. That's what I meant to say. But that the joke stands. The joke stands. Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Processing.
I
Processing.
I have.
60K complete.
Oh God. Oh yeah. Oh. Yeah. No, I have to. We have to do this again with me reading the script. Maybe I should read it next to Vina when I get home, and we can hear my son pretending to understand and laughing hysterically along with me. God.
Oh my gosh. Well, remember you can use the voice memos to record it. And with
Oh, that's true.
Sammy, you can record a regular phone call. So I mean, of
Oh,
course the audio quality will be potatoes, but
yeah.
you at least can get him involved in the Winnie the Pooh part.
Well, no, he's actually switched back to iPhone. Um,
Oh, well, we
because
can do FaceTime audio, Jeff,
yeah,
instead of Messenger then.
yeah. I think he switched back to iPhone because he was all excited about like removable memory cards and whatever when it comes to the Samsung that he had, but like a key portion of I think that the phone failed somehow on him. I can't remember exactly how, and a key service that he wanted. Oh no, I remember what it was. Um, Apple integrates way better with the upload download stuff that he's doing for his knife sharpening videos. That's what it was.
Oh,
For
that makes
some
sense.
reason Samsung is just terrible. Like he cannot actually do what he needs to do for his, so he's forced, even though the camera's better, even though the removable memory card and all that, he's forced to use Apple because it's just logistically it doesn't work.
This is what I live for. Just people having to live with dumb things. It's the best. My favorite. Oh my gosh.
Oh dude,
Well,
there's this
that's a wrap, right?
I think I just have to say there's this Delta. I think it's a 7. What's the smaller one that everybody flies now,
I
airliner
don't know.
wise?
A
The
plane?
Boeing, is it the 777? I don't know. It's
Oh,
two
the
engine.
Dreamliner? That's the Dreamliner. You
It's
think
the
it is
no, it's only got two
the pretty
engines.
one?
It's
Yeah, the
it's
Dreamliner only has two.
two. Okay. Well, it's probably a Dreamliner, but it's cold enough that it's leaving really distinct vapor trails in the air
Oh.
overhead. That was really cool.
Jeffrey Blaisdell's ADHD live.
And hopefully monetized in Jesus' name. No, no, and monetized in Jesus' name. My brother in
Amen.
Christ.
Oh my gosh,
Oh,
Jeff. No. Beautiful.
okay, yeah, that's a
All
wrap.
right.
That's a
Well,
wrap.
so yeah, you press the button right on the screen there,
Oh
just the
shit, I
red
forgot.
one.
I'm the one
You
that.
don't have. Yep.
Oh my gosh, that'd be interesting if they do that where it's like you're both sides had some kind of control. But okay,
That would be interesting.
okay, let me just
Literally
come
the
to
big
a
red button.
stop here. Come to a resolution.
This is why we're gonna make sure to do this on your break.
Oh God, yes, 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 yes. Okay.